All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much. Welcome back to our video series here on configuring and installing Netbeans so that it will properly work with most of our programs. So what we're going to do right now is make Netbeans look and feel a little bit different than it does right now. The reason being, Netbeans is just fine how it is right now. There's nothing really wrong with it except that it's very white. It's very plain to look at, and if you're staring at Netbeans for a really long time, it might be better for you to change the way it looks. Now, on my host computer, which you can't see right now, it's already been configured to the way I like Netbeans to look and feel. Of course, you can set yours up to look and feel however you want it to. The theme that I like to use is called Darcula. It is not available on Netbeans natively without using a plugin. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now, but I wanted to let you know just what it's going to look like in advance. It's going to be very dark. Well, the white's going to be pretty black. Our lettering is going to be different colors. Which is in our console, which is going to be right over here. It's going to look darker, and it's going to be a little easier on the eyes, I think, a little easier to stare at for a longer period of time. So what we're going to do is go up to the Tools button, which is right up here, and then we're going to click Plugins, right? So Plugins right there. And then it's going to give us these different menus here. We're going to go to Available Plugins, and I'm going to type in Darcula, Darcula. And just like that, we have Darcula. Now, I encourage you to go through and look at the rest of those plugins and see what's available for you to mess around with in Netbeans. If you see something that looks interesting to you, go ahead and install it. Maybe you'll use it later on. But for our purposes, all I'm interested in is making it look a little different. So it'll give you a description right over here what it is. And Netbeans look and feel plugin using Darcula of IntelliJ IDEA. Wraps Darcula LAF and provides required Netbeans specific customizations. Cool. So what's it going to do? Hard to read colors in HTML, blah, blah, blah. Baseline alignment is good to go. Editor tab for some background colors and project feature. Okay. More color, border, and icon enhancements, and addressed issues. Great. This looks fun. This looks good. Let's go ahead and install it. It should take exactly 3.5 seconds to install entirely. We'll go with accept. Bang. Continue. And finish. It's going to restart the IDE, which shouldn't take too long since we've done this once already. But once it boots up Netbeans one more time, we should have the ability to change how Netbeans actually looks. So looks like it's installing our IDE right now, or installing the changes to our IDE right now. Oh, reading storage. It shouldn't take very long at all for this to boot up. So you can play around with different plugins and do a lot of different things with Netbeans and the way it looks. I prefer to make mine darker on purpose because I think it's just easier to look at. But you can do whatever you want to. I think most people on Netbeans, at least for beginners, will keep it to the way it looks naturally, just the basic default look. But I think that once you get comfortable with it, you can change the way it looks a little more to suit you. Once you're a little more comfortable with the syntax of Java and of Netbeans. Great. So the modules are starting now. This shouldn't take very long at all for the modules to finish. Yep, there it is. And then it should boot up Netbeans pretty quickly. I think this is actually booting up Netbeans a little faster than it does on my host computer, which is very interesting. Not very much faster though, but yes, it is coming up faster. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like our I agree, that's fine. Go away. Thank you. I don't know why this is not going over. There it goes. Great. So now we finally have a darker look and feel to Netbeans right away. Looks like it's already installed our Darcula look and feel. But let's go ahead and show you how we can go about changing that from the beginning. So if we go to which one is it? Preferences, I believe it is. View, navigate, source, refactor, run, profile. I don't know. I'll have to look at that a little bit later. But anyway, it looks like we already have Darcula ready to go and good to install. So we're going to wrap it up right there, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. This is going to make our lives a lot easier moving forward. So I will see you guys in our next video where we are actually going to do, believe it or not, a real Java program. I'll see you then, guys. Peace!